everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer, and today is a line brand of the week type deal. Now, we all know around here I am known for my premier yarn of the week, otherwise known as P.O. And so we have joked many times, me and my subscribers, you beautiful people out there, about Mary Maxim Yarn of the Week and calling that meow. And then you guys had conversations in the comments trying to figure out how to make Lion brand yarn of the week. And yeah, I don't know how to do that one. Maybe we can just roar because it's a lion. I don't know, but anyway, I have an unbagging for y'all. I placed an order with Lion brand because some of these yarns, well, one of these yarns in particular was advertised on Joann's, the store Joann's, for like as a new yarn from Joann's, and my Joann's does not have it. And so I was like, okay, well, here's the thing. By the way, I am a Lion brand affiliate. This is a very new thing. I have, as of the recording of this video, not ever earned a single penny from Lion brand. So we're just saying that I purchased this yarn. I don't know that Lion brand really knows who I am, or if they're familiar with. I don't know any of that. I just signed up to be an affiliate because I was like, why the heck not? I want to try some more new yarns in a different brand. So we're doing Lion brand right now. All that to be said, this is not a paid for opinion. I'm going to give you guys my honest reviews on these yarns. Right now this is just an unbagging. I'm showing you what I purchased. And actually I might do samples of these yarns in this video because why not, right? Alright, so this yarn that I'm getting ready to show you is really pretty. And I saw it on, like I said, I saw it on Joann's, and it was listed as a new yarn. It's not in my local store. And I looked at maybe ordering a couple to try them out from Joann's. I don't like buying stuff to ship to the house from Joann's because, and the shipping is not unreasonable. However, it will come to you in like 18 different boxes. And that drives me insane because now I'm like, okay, well, how long is it going to take? And when is the next one going to come? Because they'll send this in a big giant box. I don't know why Joann ships the way they do. They need to invest in some mailers. It will save everybody time and it will save everybody money. I ordered this. I ordered it not too long ago. Like, it came really fast. And I think I ordered it right after I got home. Lion brand order. It only took like a week to get here. Let me do that again. Lion brand. It showed me this shipping deliver confirmation thing. Alright, order confirmation. So I ordered it 5 days ago. So it took about 4 days to get to my house. And I have my receipt pulled up because there's not a receipt in the bag. Instead, on the front of the envelope is like the UPC, so the shipping thing, but the prices and stuff are not listed. So it's the same price on lionbrand.com as it is with Joann's, but I chose to order it from Lion brand. And then I'm like, well, while I'm at Lion brand, on Lion brand's website, let's see what else they have that's new. And I kind of had a theme going of bamboo style yarn. So these are all bamboo because, I mean, it's summer. I love bamboo. And the reason I love, my whole order for 5 skeins of yarn was $33.95. I did have a $5 reward though, because Lion Brands has a reward system that if you, every time you make a purchase, you earn rewards points. And a lot of websites have this. You earn reward points, and the more points you add up, you can get like a $5 off discount, $10 off discount, etc. Mary Maxim, for example, will let you get free shipping if you have enough points. So check your reward systems on a lot of these websites and sign up for them because they are well worth it. Because I did save $5 on my order, which helped with the shipping, because shipping was $6, so essentially I paid $1 for shipping, which is better than the $2.95 that Joann's was offering me for shipping, because I looked at something and didn't check out right away, and then Joann's was like, hey, if you check out, we'll give you 25% off plus $2.95 shipping, and it still was cheaper to order straight through Lion Brand. So I'm going to actually flip the camera around and take you to the table so that we can get a close-up look of these yarns. And then I have crochet hooks all over my desk, so we will work up little swatches. But I'm going to tell you right now, just from feel, you guys are going to love every single one of these yarns because they are so soft. Let's go to the table. I'm going to say straight away that you will hear background noises because my son insists on being loud. And let me see, what is this? A 4-weight? So recommended hook, 5.5 millimeter. This one is recommended 5 millimeter, 4.5 millimeter, and these are the same. So I'm just gonna grab a 5 millimeter hook, I think. 5. Let me see. Yeah, I'll grab a 5. Actually, yeah, 5 should work. Even for the one that says 5.5 millimeter, it's not going to make a huge difference. And if we have a problem, we have other hooks that we can switch up to. So I just got my Ommi hook, my glittery rainbow Ommi hook. These are available on Amazon. I will link these below as well. All right, so what I got was I got the new yarn Myboo from Lion Brand. And I didn't know what to expect from this yarn. I wasn't expecting it to be this small, I'm gonna tell you, but oftentimes with bamboo, because bamboo is more expensive of a fiber, you will get smaller balls. And this is across the board, all companies. Usually the bamboo is in smaller balls. This cost me $7.99 for the Myboo. It is only 98 yards, so you're gonna make something small with this. It is a worsted weight number 4. It's 69% viscose, 31% polyester. It is expensive for the small amount of yardage that it is. So if you're gonna make something out of this, it's gonna be something spectacular. Something like, I would probably make baby items out of this, or I would wear something that would go around my neck because this is really, really, really soft and the colors are amazing. I'm not gonna make a big sweater out of this. I wouldn't anyway because bamboo tends to be heavy. And with this being a 4-weight, this is actually quite heavy for just a small little skein. It has a heft to it. So I'm thinking this would be fantastic for baby items, like a baby hat, like a little baby hat or a bonnet. This would be so cute as a baby dress. A baby onesie, baby booties. I just think this would, and I really like the name that it says, Myboo. That's Myboo. Isn't it cute? And then I got yellow because I love pink and yellow together. I'm thinking like pink lemonade all day long. So I'm probably going to put these together in a project just because I really like the way they look together. It says, feel this soft, lightweight, thicker yarn with properties of bamboo. Okay, the lightweight is a total lie. This is not, like, it feels heavy. And look, it's little. It feels heavy though. So I'm going to say this is not lightweight. So 69% viscose. When it says viscose, that means that it's made from bamboo. It's viscose from bamboo. 31% polyester. Machine wash, gentle, tumble dry, low. This would even make cute, like, any baby accessories, like a little bib. Although the bib would be decorative, not actually functional. I really am thinking like a knit scarf or like a knit cowl. I would want to wear this close to my body because it's really, really soft. But nothing large because A, the price is too much to make something large, and B, it's, like I said, it's heavy for what it is. But isn't this beautiful? So each strand of yarn, and I've had yarn like this before, is like pink and white. So it's white on one side and it's pink on the other side. And so you get this cool, like, marled look, and you'll have spots in the yarn, and I'll show you when I work up a swatch, because I've had yarn like this before in anti-pilling acrylic where one side was one color, one side was the other, and what happens is you get a total watercolor or a batik style look to it. So it looks like it was dyed specially so that it has splotches and it will color pool in spots. You'll see. We'll work up a swatch. So that is the first one I got. This is the reason I ordered from Lion Brand, because I was fascinated by this yarn. I saw it online at Joann's and I just thought the colors were just, and Joann's website does not do these colors justice. They are super bright. All right, I had to do a quick little battery change. And then this one, and these are all small skeins, But I really wanted to try the soft and simple, and I'm kind of in love with this purple. Do you see how rich this purple is? If purple is your favorite color, I'm just telling you, this is the purple, okay? It's so pretty. This is soft and simple. I've never heard of this, never seen it, but it is listed as a New Yarn Online Brands website. So I wanted to try it just because it's like, you know, honestly, it just looked cool. And this is limited edition, so I'm going to say this isn't going to be on the market very long. But this purple is gorgeous. The purple is gorgeous. I'm liking the green with it. And I just totally randomly picked 2 colors that I thought would look nice. So, soft and simple, Lion Brand, right? So it says over 5,000 free patterns on lionbrand.com. You scan that with your phone. It will take you to their website. 3.5 ounces. These are all 3.5 ounce balls, I believe. Yeah. So they're 100 grams. This one is 131 yards. This is 100% viscose, so it's 100% bamboo. Machine wash, gentle cycle, tumble dry low. This one's made in Turkey. Where's the Myboo made at? Made in China. And that's so stinking soft, so that surprises me because I don't generally like the texture of Chinese yarn, but that one's nice. This is I didn't even tell you the colors. I'm doing terrible today. All right, so the pink is Azalea. And the yellow is Lemon Swirl. All right, now back to the soft and simple. Now I ordered this because I was like, okay, the Myboo is bamboo. So let's do some bamboo. This one's cotton bamboo. This one's also bamboo. Let's do bamboo because bamboo is my favorite to work with. And I don't know how these are going to be. Bamboo can be splitty. So I'm going to give you that warning straight off the bat. Bamboo can be splitty as all get out because it's usually made with thin strands that are twisted together and it gets splitty. But I love bamboo for wearables because the texture of the yarn, and I don't even care. Like if you're getting hot and sweaty and you catch a good breeze and you're wearing bamboo, the bamboo cools off. And I don't know what magic is in bamboo, but the fiber like stays cool to the touch. And if you're hot-blooded like I am, I really appreciate the properties of bamboo because like I get a nice little breeze and then I instantly cool off in bamboo because the fabric cools off. And like even right now, the temperature of these yarns are all cooler than other yarns that are on my desk. Like this is 100% polyester. There is a good 10 degrees difference in the temperature of these 2 yarns. And they're sitting in the same place. This yarn's actually this one. This one's got bamboo in it too, but this is unlabeled. And this is cooler than the other straight cottons that are sitting on my desk. The bamboo is cooler in temperature always. Oh, I kicked you, sorry. The bamboo stays cooler as well, I like it. It's a cool fabric. I'm getting in just the right place. Alright, so I ordered this because I wanted to try it because bamboo, I love bamboo, we said that already. Alright, this is $4.99, so this is actually a better deal than the Myboo, but like the colors, okay? So choose what you're going to work with, choose what you like. And this one's 100% bamboo. This is bamboo with polyester. And this one's actually softer, silkier because of the bamboo. Or no, because of the polyester. It makes this a little bit silkier. But they're both soft. And they're both cool to the touch. Alright, this is also a worsted weight 4. Said it's 131 yards. I read you the washing instructions. This is the color grass green. It is a very pretty green. It's not like dull and it's got a nice sheen to it. Can you guys see that? Hello. Hello. This suggests 4.5 millimeter needles, 5 millimeter crochet hook, whereas the Myboo is 5.5 knitting needles, 6 millimeter crochet hook. I might have to get a bigger hook for this one. And it'll work out. It'll be fine. So I got it in the grass green, and then this is called grape. And actually it's a little pinker than what is showing up. That's way more accurate. And you see them pink speckles in there? This yarn is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And again, you can make anything wearable with this that you're going to wear close to your skin. It's so soft. It's got a nice silkiness to it. It's really cool to the touch for us hot people. Really, really beautiful. I'm really loving that. And I wasn't sure about that because, you know. I'm going to turn my light less yellow again. And then finally, I have the Lion Brand Cotton Bamboo. This is 52% cotton, 48% rayon from bamboo. So there's rayon from bamboo, and then there is, what did I say? Viscose from bamboo. I don't know the difference. I am not, I ain't that nerdy. I don't have that knowledge. This one's a lightweight number 3, whereas the rest were number 4s. Recommends 4mm knitting needles, 5mm crochet hook, product of China. Let's see. This is the color Hibiscus. In case you're wondering, hibiscus tea is delicious. Alright, make some to match dye lot. What? Make sure to match dye lot numbers. So the cotton bamboo says make sure your dye lots match. But these are so pretty. And they're all, okay, from like softest, and they're all really, really soft. So I'm going to say softest to least soft is Myboo is the softest. Soft and Simple is still really, really soft, but a little, like you could feel the twist a little more. Whereas you can't feel the twist in this. And then the cotton bamboo, yeah, there's not much difference between the cotton bamboo and the Soft and Simple. Alright, so let's get closer. I'll bring you guys down some. And I will show you guys. I'm just adjusting my camera. Pardon the noise. Alright. There. Now we're a lot closer. I'm going to do a little swatch. I might have to grab a couple of hooks. Alright, so I got 6.5mm. I'm going to use a 6.5mm. And yes, I have 2 of the same hook in different sizes. That's what's on my desk. And then the cotton bamboo, I think that will be okay if we work it with the 5mm hook. It's not going to make a difference. Man, I have been notorious today for just pulling the wrong spot. And there we go. Getting yarn barf. Maybe. That's that. See, that's the inside. That's the outside part. There we go. There we go. I hate when they tuck 8 feet on the inside that goes on the outside of the ball. It drives me crazy. Alright, so this is the Myboo. We're going to do a little swatchy. This is so soft. But it is, and I think it's funny that they put lightweight on the label because it's not lightweight. It's like it's got a heft to it, which is why I'm glad I grabbed the 6.5mm because this even feels. This is supposed to be a 4mm too, the Soft and Simple one. Look at the difference in that thickness. They're both supposed to be 4mm. There is a clear difference in the thickness here. I'm not complaining though. Now I'm going to say this, if this decides it's going to be splitty, which bamboo tends to be, oh, this feels good. You might want to switch hooks. And I say this a lot in videos because sometimes hooks are not compatible with yarns. And if you find a yarn is really splitty or you're having a hard time getting in the stitches because maybe it's too rounded on the tip, this is why I always suggest having a variety of hooks on hand of different brands. And I know we all get hung up. We're like, I really love Tulip. I really love Clover. I really love Furls. We get stuck, okay? Some people are boy people. Some people are Susan Bates people. I'm going to tell you, have more than one type of hook on hand. Make sure you have different varieties of hooks because not all yarn is made the same and it's not equal, and you're going to have problems with some yarns and some hooks together. Apparently this is a match made in heaven because my Ommi hook is going perfectly with this yarn. I'm not splitting it, I'm not having any problems, it's not snagging, it feels delicious in my hand. I am so addicted to this yarn. I really need to make a trip up to the Joann's up north and see what they have in stock. I told Mr. Cinnamon I wish I knew earlier in the week before I bought all the groceries, because I would have took some of the grocery money and went to the big Joann's, because I'm waiting on payday. It's driving me nuts. But isn't this beautiful? Oh my god, you guys, I'm gonna recommend the heck out of this yarn. So that was, I did half double crochets and double crochets. I'm doing single crochets. This feels so silky, but it's, and you're going to want to be careful, because this is another thing I'm going to tell you. This yarn can be too slippery, and when I get crocheting fast, a lot of times I slip out of my stitches anyway. So I'll get crocheting, my hook just slips out. That might be another thing that might drive you nuts. So you might end up slipping out of your stitches a lot. I really love this. I really love this. Alright, I should probably grab knitting needles too, right? You guys want to see knitting swatches? I'm going to do another row. Half double crochet is my favorite stitch. This is so nice. It feels so good on my hook. This makes me want to drop all other projects and just start working with this yarn. And I got things I need to get done. This is beautiful, beautiful yarn. Now it is expensive for the yardage. $7.99 for the yardage. I didn't even tell you what the cotton bamboo cost. So this is $6.99 for the cotton bamboo. This one was $4.99 for the soft and simple, which is, I'm telling you, I like that already, especially a purple. And the Myboo is $7.99. The yardage for this is $98. The yardage for the soft and simple is $131, and the yardage for the cotton bamboo is $235. But that's also a DK weight, so keep that in mind. All right, I'm gonna grab knitting needles. All right, so I grabbed 6.5mm knitting needles, so that we're kind of working with the same thing. And I don't ever work with straight needles, so this is gonna be real fun. Because these tend to be heavy to me. So I'm just gonna cast on the stitches from the crochet to my knitting needles. I'm just gonna do a couple rows of probably just knit back and forth. And before anybody says anything, I knit differently than you, and that's okay, so no comments. Because every single time I knit on camera, somebody says something, you're knitting wrong. No, I'm not. I knit the way I knit. These are tipping point needles from Susan Bates, in case you're curious about these. I got these clearanced out a while ago, and I'm going to be banging off the table apparently. Because there's like a whole 12 inches between the camera and the table, and that's not enough for me to crochet or knit properly, so I might have to back you guys up. Hang on, I'm going to raise you up again. You raise me up so I can get on the table. Alright, let's see if we can do that now without banging on the table. I'm going to say probably not, but we're going to try. Because now I have to hold my hands up in the air. It's always a good time here on Cinnamon Stitches. Good Lord. So this is just garter. This is just knit every row. With my hands out extended in front of my body. Oops. Usually I knit with circulars because it solves the problem of all of this, but there, I can rest my elbows. I'll stop the shaking. Sometimes the sound of the swoosh and the click of the knitting needles is so like calming to me. I'm sure it would drive some people crazy, but I'm like, I'm here for it. especially when I get a rhythm. I find it very soothing. So I'm not having any problems knitting with this either. It's not splitting, it's not doing anything to irritate me. It feels delightful on my hands. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I obviously have skin problems. I am currently recovering from a pretty bad flare-up of eczema on my hands. And I'm still getting what one of you lovelies calls the spot monsters. I get all these lovely blisters on my hands, and it can be painful. It itches to the bone, and it's just not fun to deal with. So, yeah, my hands look really bad right now. But I'm not having any irritation from this yarn running on my hands, and that's another thing that I'm looking for because I'm recovering from a eczema flare-up. Because my skin is extra sensitive and dry right now and blistery and healing, the fact that this is not irritating my skin is really, really nice. So even like good yarns, like basic acrylics that I like to work with, will sometimes cause me irritation in this state. All right, so there, we knit a couple rows. So we have half double, double, single, half double, and then we have knit, like just knitting back and forth, a garter stitch there. It feels extra delicious in knitting, so I'm gonna definitely recommend this for knitting because it's so squishy. It feels fantastic in crochet as well. Let's pull that out. We can go ahead and unravel. I really like the feel of this yarn. I recommend it even though it's a little bit pricey. If you have a grandbaby coming into the world, or there's a new baby in your family that of someone you really love, like, don't do this for a coworker. Okay, it's a little too expensive for like a coworker's baby, unless that coworker helps you out a lot, or you really like that coworker, or like this is like your best friend's having a baby, or you're having a baby, or like, yeah, you're gonna make something extra special just for yourself to like. Sometimes I make cowls for myself just to have around my neck because doing this is soothing to me. And if I'm having a high anxiety day, or if I'm having like just mental issues of any kind, sometimes just feeling yarn will soothe me. And I know a lot of you understand that and don't think that I'm nuts for saying that. So I will make something special to wear around my neck so that if I'm in a high anxiety situation, I can just rub the yarn. This is one of those yarns for that. I'm going to make myself something to soothe myself, or I'm making something for someone extra special that I don't mind spending the extra money for this yarn on, because it's expensive for what it is, but it's really, really soft and it's beautiful, and these colors are amazing. So I may buy more of this in the future. I'm just saying because it's gorgeous. So we're giving that one a 10 out of 10. I love that. Well, no, we're going to give it an 8 out of 10 because the price is high. All right, so soft and simple. I hear you guys saying you want to see a swatch in the purple, so we're going to work on the purple because the purple is so pretty. This color is amazing. I can think of about 8 people right now that love the color purple that would love this yarn. And like I showed you, this is much thinner than the Myboo, even though they're both number 4. And again, this is 100% viscose. It's got a little heft to it. But I'm going to say this will work all of the same things as the Myboo just fine. And I'm going to go with a smaller hook because this is thinner, which means I probably have to grab smaller knitting needles as well. So we're going to work up a swatch of this. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be splitty. You see that? I can tell you right now it's going to be splitty. But it is also drastically cheaper than the Myboo. And this is 100% bamboo. This purple is phenomenal. So one thing with bamboo that I will tell you, there's not a lot of stretch in it. So it has a, it's not stiff. It's strong. Bamboo feels strong. So there's no stretch in that at all. So acrylic will stretch. Some cottons will stretch if it's like a cotton blend. Bamboo does not stretch. And straight cotton does not stretch. So that's going to be, yeah, it's splitty a little bit. It just split on me right there. One thing to counterbalance splittiness, I told you, switch hooks. See if it's if a different hook makes it better. Switch hooks a couple times if you need to. Another thing you can do is change the hook size. So if you're struggling with this hook or with this yarn, change the hook size. If you're doing a structured pattern that the hook size depends on the size of the pattern, that's going to cause you problems. But if you're just making something freehand or you're making like a blanket or something like that, changing the size of your hook is not going to make a huge difference. So it's another thing you can do with splitty yarn or yarn that's fighting you and your crochet hook is you just change hooks. Change the brand of your hook or change the size of your hook or both. It's not horribly splitty. I find this, I'm working with this. This seems less splitty to me than Karen Simply Soft has been in the past with me. And it is something to be mindful of. You're going to have to be careful with what hook you use. That's why I like the Ommi hooks, because I don't have a lot of problems with the Ommi hooks. There are instances where I have to switch out and use a metal hook because they're too slick or something, but yeah. Oh, this is so pretty. You guys see that? Oh, so pretty. I'm just doing basic stitches today. It is, because it's a strong, stiff, non-stretchy type yarn, if I crochet too tight, it's giving me resistance here on the hook. So when I pull back through the stitches like that, see, it's giving me a little bit of resistance. That's something to look forward to. Or look for, not look forward to. Nobody looks forward to that. That slows me down. I think there's an animal on my front porch trying to get into the birdseed bin. I can hear it. It's probably a squirrel. I need to throw some peanuts out there for him. All right, so this is, it's got, look, it's got amazing stitch definition. Can you see that? It like really shows the stitches. So I like that. Do another row of half doubles. It is giving me resistance when I'm coming back through the stitches though. And it's slightly splitty. Other than that, it's working up beautifully. If you're working something with fancy stitches and you want your stitches to really show, this is going to work up really good. The Myboo, I mean, it's not horrible, but like because of that marled effect of the yarn, you're going to get more of a, see how the color is like, you know, it'll pool here and then it'll pool here. You're going to get that more with this yarn. This yarn's benefit is that you're going to really see the stitches. You see that? So let me grab some different knitting needles. These are 4.5 millimeters. I also have 5, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. Oh yeah, that's splitty. The thing that's cool about these knitting needles, and I don't know if they make these knitting needles anymore, is that, yeah, wow, that's splitting all kinds. They have different tips, so I can change the tips on these. This whole part right here comes off. And I will link these below if I can find them, because like I said, I think these were made a long time ago. I got them on clearance. You can change the tips so the tips are less pointy and more rounded. This yarn is gorgeous. This color is amazing. A little bit splitty. And definitely stiff. It's not stiff. That's not the right word. It's not stretchy, it's not elastic. It's not stiff. But there's no give in it. So if you're gonna make a wearable out of this, you're gonna wanna make the wearable actually a little bit bigger to make sure that it fits, because you're not gonna have any give in this fabric. Now that I think about what I'm hearing, it might be the little kid next door. He is Mr. Destructo. He's constantly banging on stuff and trying to tear up his grandmother's house. That might be what I'm hearing instead of a squirrel. He takes big old, like, chunks of wood and like bangs it off of her back porch, which drives the dogs crazy. Her dogs and my dogs. I'm sorry if I'm shaking, guys. It's just a diabetic side effect. This is knitting up pretty good. It's not nearly as splitty with the knitting needles. This is knitting up better than the Myboo. And some yarns just work better with knit than with crochet. And some work way better with crochet than with knit. I want to say that. That's a fact. This is so pretty. It's so visually beautiful. I'm really into like jewel tones right now, and I don't know why, because that's not normally my cup of tea. And especially like a rich purple. I'm like, oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Purple all day long. And then we'll work up the cotton after this. But I think the cotton is going to have the same issues as this yarn. It's going to probably be a little bit splitty, and I'm guaranteeing it's going to be stiff. Not stiff. Not stiff. Strong. Non-elastic. It's not stiff. Because it's got a beautiful drape to it. Yeah, if I don't stop, I'm going to keep on knitting, because it's working up really nice. Alright. So there's that swatch. Oh, that is gorgeous in knit. You see that? So here we have, I did once again half doubles, doubles, singles, half doubles, and then this is just the garter stitch. Here's the back side. Amazing, amazing stitch definition. And then look at those. Okay, so feel. Let's see what it feels like. The knit and the crochet, I can't feel the difference. So, whereas the Myboo, the knit was more squishy, this is not. But look at how amazing that looks. So, stitch definition is on. I definitely want some more of this in the purple. I would like to make a whole garment in that purple. But the green is beautiful, and I kind of wanted to put the green and the purple together because I just like that. All right, cotton bamboo now. Let's try this one. This is 52% cotton, 48 rayon from bamboo. I'm gonna figure out which side this needs to come out on. Oh, that was easy. Once again, we have a very easily available end, which usually signifies it's going to be splitty. 5mm hook with this. This one is a lightweight number 3, but I'm using 5mm even though it recommends 4.5mm because it's not going to make a huge difference. And once again, I predict this is going to be a little bit splitty, so I use a bigger hook size so that I know that it will lessen the chances of it being splitty. Oh yeah. That first row is going to tell you whether it's going to be splitty or not, because that's fight me. I'm going to loosen up my stitches a little bit. I really need to go find my glasses. Like, I am squinting to see. I keep taking them off and I forget where I put them. I think they're probably on the side of my bed table because I think I forgot to put them on this morning. I'm just doing half double crochets. Alright, chain one, turn. It's another question I get frequently. Why do you chain one and turn and do a double crochet? Personal preference. There is no right or wrong. I am notorious for, especially with double crochet, I am notorious for adding or subtracting stitches on the ends of the rows when I do half double, or when I do double crochet. So that whole chain three and turn thing and then double crochet across, I always end up adding or missing the stitch. And so my double crochet work will often do this. And to remedy that, if I chain one and turn and put a double crochet in that same stitch, I don't do that. So that is why I do that. It's the only reason I do that. Because I am notorious for doing that. I made a whole blanket. I made a really cool blanket. It's a pumpkin blanket, and the whole thing gets wider and wider and wider as the rows go on. And I'm like, I don't understand. It's because I was chaining three to turn. And so I stopped doing that. And that fixes the problem for me. Chain one and then double crochet in the same stitch. That's why I do it. I also like the way the edges look when you do that. So this is an okay yarn. I can see making a wearable out of this. It is my least favorite of the three. It feels like it's not rough. It's not rough. Running through my fingers, it almost feels like a cord. Like a cord. But obviously it's too thin to be a cord, but it feels... I predict, with long-term use, my personal skin conditions taken into consideration, I predict this will cause irritation long-term. Because it is feeling, like right here, just a little bit dry. And that's common with cotton. But I still think this will make, and I'm not liking this color that much. It's kind of dull. It's kind of a blue leaning pink, so it's a fuchsia-y color. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. I'm gonna do another couple of rows just so that I can make sure that what I'm feeling and what I'm doing is my honest opinion, because I really need to think about it sometimes. I need to test my skin out a little more. And I may have needed to do this, like this one first, and then do the softer yarns. Like that might have made more sense. Because then I wouldn't be so used to working with that silky, silky yarn and spoiled by it. And I'm like, ooh, this don't feel as nice. Because that might not be a fair comparison. It's not bad. It's actually feeling softer as I'm working with it. So it may just be that I just worked with really silky yarn and this is not as soft. And it's trying to tangle up on itself. You see that? It came out of the skein fine, and then as it's, because I pulled a bunch out, as it's sitting next to itself, it's twisting. It doesn't seem to be splitty though, at all. It's not splitting on me. That first row was a little splitty. But once again, this hook seems to work really well with bamboo. I'm going to do one more row of half doubles. And then we'll attach the knitting needles. And I'm just going to use the 4.5mm knitting needles. So if I'm going to pick between the cotton bamboo and the 100%, the soft and the simple, see the split right there, you see that? I'm going to pick the soft and the simple over the cotton bamboo. The cotton in this one, the cotton bamboo blend, literally cotton bamboo. I'm going to say the fact that there's cotton in this is going to make it more durable long term. I could be wrong about that. Because I don't know. I haven't washed these 100 times and I can't tell you from that. Alright, let's put on our knitting needles. That's what it looks like, just crocheted. It has decent stitch definition, but if I'm comparing it next to this one, oh man, it's like a whole different yarn. Alright, let's cast this on. Get your mind in the game, Jen. I'm going to dream about that purple yarn. And it's a good price, so bamboo is on average $5 for a small ball, so I really like that purple. I'm thinking like a whole tank top in that purple, or like a lacy cardigan in that. That split like all kinds. Alright. Let's get to knitting. Now I try to knit and crochet on all of my swatches like this because I have some of you that are strictly crocheters, I have some of you that are strictly knitters, I have some of you that are bi-stitchuals, and I have some of you that are tri-stitchuals, which means you will try anything. So with that, I like to give you guys an idea of what this works up like as both. And myself, because I have worked with yarns that I hated crocheting with. And then I picked up my knitting needles as part of the swatch, and I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't so bad, what the heck? And vice versa. There's been yarns I have hated knitting with. I don't like working polyester yarns on the knitting needles because they just, it's just not fun to knit with polyester yarns particularly. So that's why I do both. Because a straight review would say, oh, this yarn is garbage on crochet, and it might be just really good for knitting needles, or vice versa. I might hate knitting with it, and then go, wow, this crochet, so there's another yarn. I was making a knitted blanket out of this one yarn, and the yarn felt amazing in the skein, and I worked up a crochet swatch, and it was beautiful. The yarn was just fantastic. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a baby blanket, but I'm gonna knit it. I hated the whole process. It was horrible. Hated every second of knitting that yarn. So I finished the blanket in crochet because I could not finish it and then I could not do it. So now it's a hybrid blanket. And the crochet went faster, it was smoother, it wasn't splitting, it was beautiful. So that's why we have knit and crochet. We're just gonna like give it a thorough investigation. You see it splitting again. So this yarn is the splittiest. It's also the stiffest, or, well, I hate saying stiff. It's the sturdiest. It's the least amount of stretchiness. It's the least soft of the three. Is it a bad yarn? No. Will it make beautiful items? I have no doubt that it will. So I will link these 3 yarns below for you. They are affiliate links. If you purchase from clicking those links, I make a small percentage back. I'm not even sure what the percentage is, but I have never had an affiliate link that was over like 10 or 15%. So it's not like I'm making a bunch of money, but it does help go back to the channel. It helps me to continue to do yarn reviews, and it helps me to continue to buy yarn to make patterns and tutorials for you guys. And it helps me to buy tools such as knitting needles and crochet hooks and cute little scissors. Well, I haven't bought scissors in a while because I have a bunch, but I don't think I would knit with this yarn. I'm just not enjoying this process as much as the purple one. It's not horrible. I'm just not, it's kind of thin. I don't like knitting with real thin yarns. It's not bad to knit with, but it's not my cup of tea. Matter of fact, we're gonna call it a day. Alright, so this is what this swatch looks like. It has stitch definition, and I dropped it. It has stitch definition just fine. It's got a good drape to it, but it's a little it's less soft than the other two. It's a lot less soft than the other two. So, it's not bad. It's not my favorite. I don't think I would buy more of this. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not trying to sway you from purchasing this. But it's just not my favorite of these 3. And, you know, the color is kind of flat. Whereas the purple and the green have a little more of a sheen to them. This is a little more flat and less sheeny. And the Myboo is fantastic. The Myboo is luxurious. Put the, the green with the purple swatch. Alright, so these are Lion Brand yarns. Soft and Simple, limited edition. I don't know how long it will be on the market. Cotton Bamboo and Myboo. That's Myboo. Check those out. Everything will be linked below. Crochet hooks, knitting needles, whatever else you guys want to know, I'll try to link it. And definitely these yarns. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.